15th is actually going to be a big card. It's out in Jersey.
Yeah, it's supposed to be.
So what's
big.
the first fight of the main card?
Let me pull it up.
It's Vicente Luque.
Oh, cool.
And Kevin Holland.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did me and you ever work with Vicente?
No, you only have.
Yeah, he's one of the coolest dudes because he was supposed to fight Nick, and then Nick was out there lighting those fires.
Yeah.
And then that fight got pulled, and then Vicente went and fought who? As a replacement for Nick Diaz, he fought somebody else.
Yeah, he fought. Who did he fight? Stover?
Was that when he fought Buckley? Or how long?
No, he won. He won by submission. By the way, Buckley is going to beat the shit out of Kamaru.
Garimbo.
You think it's
God.
bro. I think Buckley beat the shit out of Kamaru.
I cannot believe that Kamaru accepted that fight.
I mean, you're not going to take Buckley down and hold him down. And Buckley's looking good, bro.
His last I think he's going to be the champion.
Yeah, he's been putting work in. And everyone thought he was a striker, but he's a wrestler.
Yeah.
Wrestler first.
I can't believe that Kamaru took that.
I really like his coach,
That's a clear case of the UFC feeding a veteran to a guy Kamaru.
Yeah, and old dude. I mean, Kamaru's old, man. He can barely walk down. And that's what his name keeps saying. He's like, what? Kamaru, every time he says anything, Buckley goes online. He's like, bro, you can't even walk downstairs.
I can't believe he took that fight. But who did Vicente fight last?
Themba Garimbo.
Yeah,
out of Extreme.
And he beat him.
Yeah.
He beat him by submission, right?
Yeah, kind of handled him. Yeah, the undercard, the only one we got Walker on there. He's just fun to watch, but he's fighting some Russian dude. He's probably going to get taken down.
Who's Walker?
Johnny Walker, the one that does all the crazy flips and shit.
Johnny Walker.
And I forget the guy's name. He's fighting Marzada.
Remember when me and you had that bet? Remember when me and you had that bet, and then he got...
Yeah, and I had to take him, and I was like, dang it, dude.
No, but he got or it was going to be a DQ because he's like, where are you? And he's like, the desert.
Yeah, but he was fighting Onklov, right?
Yeah.
He's not the champ, so, that's fair. Okay, and then once you get to the main card, the first one is Gaslam Pfeiffer, right?
No. Main card, first one was Vicente Luque.
Oh, yeah, Luque, because they had to bump his ass up. That's right. And then Holland. That's a tough fight. Who do you have?
I think Holland is... just here for the paycheck. I don't think he wants anything. Yeah. Vicente, so I was in Miami with Vicente with Henry and Kelvin, and he wants to be the champ. He's very he wants to be.
Gaslam?
No, Vicente Luque.
Oh, really?
He's not talking like a veteran. He's talking like a guy who's wants to do something.
He's I'm in this fight still.
And he's very focused.
But isn't he kind of old?
I think so, but he's super dialed. They were trying to get him to drink tequila, and he's like, "Nah, man, I don't drink."
Really?
He's just very dialed. That guy.
I'm trying to find the odds. What are the odds on that then?
For which fight?
The
Luque.
Okay. Yeah, they're all old because the card keeps moving around. That's the thing.
Kevin Holland's 2-1 favorite.
Really?
Whoa, dude! Really?
Mm-hmm.
That's insane.
Wait, 2-1 Holland? Over Vince?
Holland's minus 220.
But Holland's bigger. You know what I mean? That's the thing.
Lankier.
And Luque's moving up or whatever, so it's
It's 185?
I think so, right?
Welterweight 170.
Oh, 170? Oh, so Holland's cutting back
Holland's
down.
going to come down.
Bro, I think Holland's going to get knocked out, to be honest.
Or at least submitted. He's so big and sprawling, but Luque's strong.
Yeah, no, I think Luque, I would be
plus 200.
Dude, that's a good bet. If you're out there putting money on, that's a good one, dude.
What is he, plus what?
180.
Plus 180? Yeah, that's good money.
180?
Yeah.
All right, yeah, I'm going to put that one on.
Okay.
There's undercard Chaos Williams versus Uris Medic, if you want to talk about
No,
that.
Medic just pulled.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Medic, he had a sinus infection. He's on antibiotics. He said he can't.
Oh, yeah.
He hasn't been able to shake it.
Some Vagisil?
Yeah.
Okay, then next fight is the Batista-Patchy mix.
What are the odds on that one?
Patchy mix is minus 175, and Mario Batista is plus 145.
Dude, I just think Patchy wins that. It's tough to say because, when guys come in from outside of the UFC, you never know. But Patchy's been that's the other what if. Patchy trains, and even if you're training with the top-level guys, actually fighting against those guys is different. You know what I mean? Being able to step into the cage. So I think that's a kind of what-if factor for Patchy. But I think stylistically, if you watch those two guys fight, I would, put money on Patchy on that one.
First fight in the UFC. Batista's ranked number 10 in the bantamweight division.
Yeah, but Patchy's had big fights. You know what I mean? He was the Bellator champ, and he was in Bellator for a long time. And
he fought Sergio Pettis and Magomedov.
The Patricio Pitbull. I think he fought both brothers at one point, didn't he?
I don't know.
Or maybe the smaller one, the 45er. And Patchy was the 2-weight champ at one point. He was a 35 and 45 champ in Bellator. So, I mean, I think he's just fought tougher guy. Like, I think he's – well, I don't know, because Batista's fought tough-ass dudes in the UFC. So, it's like, well, that one's kind of a what-if, but if I'm betting on it, I'm definitely going Patchy.
I don't think Patchy's fought any of the Pitbull brothers.
Oh, really?
No.
All right, next one. Your boy, Kevin Gastelum versus Joe Pfeiffer. I think Gastelum's plus 300 right now.
Is he?
Yeah.
Yeah. Pfeiffer's negative 400.
I'm going to put 5 G's on Kelvin.
Really?
Kelvin is, I was just at dinner with him like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
You know, he made a good point. We were all talking about it, how he's been in this fight camp forever because it was supposed to happen in Mexico.
Yeah.
Pfeiffer got sick, he says, but it was just out.
Now he hates Mexico because he got sick there one
This guy's
time.
putting the Rasa on his
I was
back.
like, you know what? I agree. I was sick in Amsterdam one time, and I think
I hate Amsterdam.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was syphilis.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
No, that was I went to one of the shops there and got too many psychedelics.
But Kelvin, dude, like, he just wants to move on from this camp because it's been forever. And it's not even about, like, being locked down in a lifestyle of being eating healthy and all those things because, you know, Kelvin doesn't want to eat healthy. But it's like...
That's why you guys are great friends. Yeah. You know, like you want to get some ice cream? You're like, wait, we didn't have dessert. Well, we didn't have ice cream.
We didn't have second dessert.
Yeah, second dessert.
But he's just... I think he would have beat him up in Mexico.
Oh, you think so?
Because Kelvin had been there for a month, and Joe got there the week of.
Yeah, but Pfeiffer's nasty, bro. And he doesn't get tired. And the problem with Pfeiffer, with Gastelum, Pfeiffer doesn't do a lot. He's only going to throw some straight punches and hard leg kicks.
Yeah, but the thing is, because Kelvin's got a strong jaw.
Yeah.
Obviously. I mean, probably his
I would give that to Kevin.
Once Joe realizes that's not going to do it for him, then he's in trouble.
Yeah, but Pfeiffer, he doesn't gas out. If you watch his fights, like he's beats a lot of guys the same way, like 3 rounds of him just throwing hard straights and leg kicks and just walking people down.
You said he's plus what, 300?
Plus 300.
Yeah, I will slam
Dude,
that line.
but him and Vince Like together, maybe?
Oh, man.
Yeah, that's a big-ass payday.
That'd be a big one.
I don't know, though, bro. That's a tough one. I think I would go Vincent, Like, Patchy, and put on Pfeiffer for the easy parlay.
You go Piper? I don't know, dude.
Yeah. I'll bet you on it.
I think Kelvin...
No, I don't want to do that. Those odds are too shitty.
Plus, you don't want to bet against Kelvin.
Yeah, I don't want to bet against
Friend
Calvin.
of the show.
Yeah, he's a good dude. You know?
All right, I do think...
You know, me and Calvin go way back. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Like, when he first came out, like, he wasn't even in the UFC, I think, yet. And he was, like, was cornering someone out here at one of our local shows. And me and him like, hey, you know, we have some hobbies in common. And next thing you know, we're...
Some green hobbies.
Green hobbies in common. Next thing you know, we're BFFs, bro.
Okay, and then it's 2 main events.
Julianna Peña, Kayla Harrison.
Snooze.
But Kayla's negative 600.
Yeah, Kayla's going to beat her.
Heavy favorite.
But, dude, I think that might be the one underdog I might bet on just straight.
What's she plus what? 4?
425.
450.
Is that what you have? 415, yeah.
450, yeah.
450?
Mm-hmm.
On what site?
ESPN.
Oh, dude, here's the thing. On paper, yeah, Kayla's probably going to could just hold her down. But Juliana doesn't get tired. She's been in the UFC a lot longer. Kayla's realistically only fought, like, tomato cans. Like, her whole PFL career was against, like,
So the last one she fought
moms.
was a former champ, wasn't it?
No.
No, Vieira, but she fought Holly Holm before that.
Yeah, which is a give me. Holly Holm's on the verge of retirement, can't wrestle. So you're like, oh, here's a world Olympic gold medalist, you know. And even with that, remember, she was getting tired. She kept on taking her down, and she was getting tired and barely got through that. And I'm like, Julianna Peña's better on the ground. You know, me and Juliana don't have a good history. We hate each other. Or I don't hate her. She hates me, and she's never forgot about it. Because one time she was fighting on a local show here in Showdown, and, like, I didn't know she was yet. Like, she wasn't, like, you know, famous or anything at this point. And she was fighting one of the girls from our gym, and she was wearing a front thong at the weigh-ins, bro. And I went up to my coach, who was at the time was, like, sitting with her coach, who I didn't know at the time. And I was like, dude, look at this chick. She's wearing a front thong, like pussy lips hanging out, everything, dude. It was wild. And like we're down in Orm at a weigh-in, like all these Mormon families are there, like watching, like literally, like I remember Court's little son was there, like,
oh, nice.
like what is going on? And then so then she goes, and apparently, like, her coach said something like, what are you wearing? Like, you know, like, and then she lost that fight and blamed me for that fight. Still to this day. Like, she's tried to fight me before, like, in Vegas. She, like, came up, she's like, I'll fuck you up. And I was like, I'll defend myself. You are a professional fighter that could hurt me. Like, it's not like a chick that's saying that she's going to beat your ass.
But even still, I'd fight a girl. Even if they weren't professionally trained.
Yeah, I'm
praying for that opportunity.
Yeah, I'm just praying, dude.
I've always thought, I'll talk to you about that off camera.
Yeah. But then it was funny because, like, so then since then she's hated me, and then I like became friends with her coach and meet him, and he's like, oh man, she'll hold on to a grudge forever. She'll never like you.
I think Kayla beats her up bad.
But you know, I hate to say it because she doesn't like me, but I think Juliana might have a good, like, her coach is smart, and he's gonna have a great game plan for her, and it's gonna be like probably straight punches and just sprawl and wear Kayla down before she does anything. And I mean, that's my one underdog pick, to be honest.
I don't think
her and Lee K are my two underdogs on this card.
And then main event is Sugar versus Merab.
I mean, he's not jerking off, so maybe he's going to win.
Merab is going to trash him.
Okay, look at these odds. What do you have on this?
He embarrassed
I got Merab at minus 320 and Sugar Sean at plus 250.
I think those are too close.
Too close. You think Merab should be bigger, a heavier
plus
favorite?
500.
Wow.
No.
Or negative 500, I mean.
Well,
and I think he should be.
Merab's going to embarrass him.
Yeah, and then Sean should be a plus 450 around there or something, because, like, bro, and that's what I keep saying. Like, everyone's like, oh, well, Sean's taking it more serious. Merab fought the number one guy, Umar, and beat him. Like, you know.